Japanese schoolgirls are banned from sporting ponytails or pigtails over the worry that the revealed neck area would excite boys. Japanese schoolgirls are banned from keeping ponytails or pigtails as a sight of neck would blanktually excite boys. This ain't just a Japan thing. I had the same thing except with shoulders being told at my school when I was 15, and it still confused me even then and now. And honestly, this whole thing seems sketchy as heck because really the only person that you would think would have an issue with this problem over getting turned on from neck or shoulder would be the person making the rule in the first place. 'Cause I know for a fact that a whole bunch of people in grade school had this whole exact same rule. For some reason, I could wear a tank top, but if I had a friend who happened to be a girl, she could not. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/AreTheStraightsOK because apparently marriage equals suffering. If you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Let's see if we can get this video to them 1,000 likes. Okie dokie, go. The gay test. If you see Spider-Man, I've got bad news for you. Yes, if you are gay, I forgot that you are physically unable and cannot absolutely see cleavage in any way, shape, or form. It is just that for kids censoring that we all grew up with. Plus, also, yes, I kind of have to censor it out because YouTube don't apparently like cleavage either. I don't know much about bears, but I think they're married. Yes, if screaming must mean married. Hoo hoo hoo. Yes, such a great, funny joke. Please come down to the stage to get your award for such a classic original statement. My boyfriend pays our rent and bills, and he has no idea I am the landlord. I've seen various versions of this where it's like the guy doing this to the girl and everything. It just kind of seems like if you're in a relationship and you're under a roof, at least like split the bills or something. If you're taking care of the mortgage, then that's one of the things you factor into the split. If you actually own the property outright, then that is cool. That's also really good because your payments per monthly would be down, but that still means that you guys have to cover things equally, like, you know, water, lighting, electricity, HOA. I know I probably just said electricity twice, but you get the deal. Yes, you know the BLM Biden loves minors hashtag not my ped. Women are idiots and I married the queen, and that's the hand signal that I cannot say and talk about on YouTube. Sir, you are in a Jeep Renegade. What authority do you think you have? Her, you are the only guy I talk to. Me, yeah, I know. I took care of it. A dad joke for some, a hit list for some others. Best a-hole husband ever and best B wife. I originally thought that said witch. Ever. It's you and me against the world, baby. We freaking got this. Yeah, them Facebook algorithm ads really trying to do relationship goals, but they're hitting the nail on the head with the aim of a stormtrooper. Doing fantastic, by the way. Why the F celebrate Women's Day? When men are responsible for everything you own, men went to the moon, discovered dinosaurs, built society. There are too many days in the year to celebrate the achievements of men. I honestly feel like this was made by a dude who doesn't realize that there actually is in fact an International Men's Day, and it's November 19th. Doctors have just identified a food that can cause grief and suffering years after it's been eaten. It's called a wedding cake. Yes, hey dude, how about you two come up to get your funny award? Oh, by the way, a lot of people have been also making that joke, so, you know, take a number. It's about a 45-minute wait for you to get up to the front of the line to get your funny award, but once you come up, you can finally feel that self-satisfaction because, haha, marriage suffer. My boyfriend has been ignoring me since yesterday because I was dancing to WAP, and this is the first text I get today. I'm upset because you was dancing the WAP yesterday, and it makes me feel like you take this relationship as a joke. There ain't gonna be no H's in my house, 100. I don't care how sensitive that is or comes off, I'd rather be alone than get played again. Think and say what you want, but I know what I want, and it ain't H's. You know, I think every time I hear somebody talking about that whole WAP song, like, I haven't listened to it in any way, shape, or form outside of the couple of, wasn't it like on an award show or something? But yeah, that video is not age restricted in any way, shape, or form, and it is just completely free and clear on YouTube. Meanwhile, in my older videos, I was so scared of the censoring and everything, I even in fact censored the word gay because I had watched their Nerd City video where it actually covered that in a lot of their video titles, they had to change the word gay to happy for it to be cleared. And yes, while making this video after seeing this post, I actually did check, and WAP is still free and clear and perfectly fine on YouTube. Because you know, YouTube likes giving exemptions to celebrities and people that get the money. People ask, why do people cut their sandwich in half? The diagonal cut exposes more of the interior of the sandwich, and by exposing the interior, it engages more of your senses before you take that first bite. It's more revealing, almost like a burlesque dancer, covered enough to be closed, but uncovered enough to be very, very appealing. I feel like whoever made this answer just like sandwiches just a little too much. Because, like, it's just the way people like cutting it. Personally, I like doing diagonal because the corners and everything. Some people do vertically, and then if you really want to annoy some people, you cut it horizontal on a sandwich that makes it non-symmetrical. Not sure how many straight men buy candles. I'd be looking at a gay market and also targeting women buying gifts for men. The frickin' mandel. Why does this have me having flashbacks to the SNL skit with Jason Momoa with, like, the Craftsman dishwasher? Like, seriously, this is giving me flashbacks to the Jason Momoa GE Big Boy commercial, and it's honestly, I love this skit just because how ridiculous it is. My cousin is studying sociology in university. Last week, she and her classmates polled over 1,000 conservative Christians. What would you do if you discovered that your child was a Homo sapiens? 55% said they would disown them and force them to leave their home. Honestly, it took me like 2 seconds to realize this is right up there with telling everybody in your science class that there's dihydrogen monoxide in everything, and then just them taking 10 minutes to not realize it's water. Except this one's tackling a much more serious note and finding out that 55% of those 1,000 conservative, the Bible thumper dumpers, they just absolute douchebags. And honestly, the more I think about this whole disowning thing, the more I realize, oh yeah, that is absolutely ridiculous to the most extensive point. Because think about it, you have this kid, this is the light of your life, the reason you wake up every single day, you love this kid, and then 15 to 17 years down the road, they say this one thing, and then you automatically think, I don't have a kid anymore. Think about how stupid that is. Nowadays, I don't know who's making these cartoons, but their imagination and testosterone are both in an all-time low. I mean, WTF's Chota Beam, show Mahabharat, it's an epic, but nowadays, some bad liberal editors are just screwing up with everything. We grew up on the best cartoons, and cartoons in the 80s and 70s were also really good. But cartoons nowadays? 1. Nobody dies, 'cause death is not real. 2. Everybody is friends. 3. Villains have no good plot. 4. There are queer characters in cartoons. Oh no, God forbid. 5. Blood has no color in cartoons. I'm fairly certain that part is in response to what is allowed to be shown on TV, because, like, anybody else remember seeing the Steven Universe movie? He actually got punched and was bleeding. Fight sequences are just stills with pow or bang. I'm sorry, didn't you have the original Batman? That whole thing was pows and bangs. Like, there are some very cool fight sequences that are in cartoons you probably wouldn't expect to have decent fight sequences in. Also, God forbid you look at anime, that stuff usually hits some pretty cool fight sequences, even in shows that usually aren't action and fighting animes. Please bring back controlled violence into cartoons. It's the only way we can help out kids not to turn in scared little blanks. Pardon my language. Bruh, attractive women being in the workplace, let alone being in a computer science job, makes them unreliable by default. Nowadays, they are all either waiting to marry a rich guy or hopping on OnlyFans making big bucks, both of which take far less effort and have far greater rewards than being in the workplace. Yes, because if a guy is creepy to you on OnlyFans, you have the access to the lovely block button, which you unfortunately cannot do if the creep is 2 feet away from you in real life. That being said, I wish there were still attractive women who would join the workplace instead of waiting to marry a rich or a jump to OnlyFans, but logically speaking, attractive women entering the workplace is way too far-fetched for reality now. So let me get this straight, just because somebody looks attractive and takes care of themselves, that automatically automatically means that they are going to be unreliable. Meanwhile, you think that everybody relies on you, and the fact that you look like you haven't showered since the Great War of 1812 totally backs that up. What part of that did you honestly think was working? There's absolutely no correlation between being attractive and being unreliable at all. Like, it's not even in the same ballpark, dude. Hearing multiple reports of R&M of women at hands of Russian occupiers in Kherson, Kiev regions. These are war crimes too. Hashtag Putin war criminal, hashtag stop Putin now. The women of Kiev have no doubt picked up on Western customs of dressing like S's. That is probably why Russian soldiers are acting on their natural urges. Hashtag Women History Month, hashtag Ukraine Russia War, hashtag Ukraine, hashtag Kiev, hashtag feminism. So R and M are natural urges in your opinion, and women are to blame? When women deny us S, it forces us to get creative. Yes. But with that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up the wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Let's see if we can get this video to that good old round fast stack of them 1,000 likes. Okie dokie. And I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.